Keeping a medical office running smoothly often depends on staff members willing to keep track of supplies used, ordered, received, destroyed, lost, on back order. It may sound like a boring job, but you can't successfully treat patients if you don't have the supplies needed. What's the first step in the process? You need to count. If you don't know what you have, you don't know what you need. That's right, we counted. Everyone should be involved in the process. Once you have an accurate count, you should determine how often and how much of each item you might use each day, each month, and in a given year. You should ask yourself these questions. How much should we have on hand? What's the lowest number we can tolerate and still be able to treat patients? How quickly can we get the supplies? How reliable is our vendor? And what will we do if there's an emergency and we don't have the supplies that we need? Who are your patients? What is your practice like? Examine the patients that you are seeing in the practice. If you're a specialty practice, there's really no need to order supplies that are outside of your specialty. Supplies cost money. It's important that you only maintain the supplies and equipment that you'll actually be using during your workday. What should be included in your inventory plan? You should have a list of primary vendors with their contact information, secondary or emergency sources for supplies and equipment, ordering protocols, purchase request and purchase order processes, verification of order, outstanding or back-ordered items, and ultimately how all of the inventory is tracked. Organization. You and every other staff member needs to be well organized and follow through. The inventory system that you use needs to be organized and foolproof. This doesn't happen overnight. It requires effort from everyone. Keeping daily track of what's been used will help keep inventory at working levels. Larger facilities will have assistance from technology. Smaller facilities won't. You should take an extended look at your practice and determine how much inventory is used each year. Look at patterns of usage of supplies and be specific. Anticipate your supply needs and plan ahead. A wise Job Corps employee once told me, "Don't confuse your lack of planning as an emergency on my part." An effective inventory begins with knowing your practice. What supplies left the office today? What supplies did we take in? Inventory is a daily event. Keeping track daily will make sure your inventory remains at a working level. Question everything when you're looking at inventory. Why do we have certain things? Why do we have so much of a certain thing? If you have things in your inventory that you've never used, ask someone why you're keeping it on the inventory at all. Don't order things just for the sake of ordering them. There should be an ongoing need for supplies and equipment, not necessarily keeping them there just in case. Consider alternative suppliers to save money. Consider house brands as a method to save money. Monitor your inventory for stealing or other loss of inventory. Teach your staff that everything costs money and inventory losses hurt the financial health of the practice. Inventory loss is a business loss, and if staff are taking things for themselves, it is considered theft. Hey, it's Andy from the CMA Classroom. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about inventory. Inventory can be one of the most unpleasant tasks to do, especially if you haven't completed that task in a while. What we wind up running into is a lot of things that we probably shouldn't have ordered because we still have it in stock. But the time to find out that you've run out of something that you need for everyday work in a medical clinic, when you find out at that moment that you're out of it, it means your inventory system is failing. So inventory is something that you do every day, that you're totally aware of what's leaving the office and what's coming back in, what you've ordered, what you're waiting for, what's been back ordered. It's it's a daily event where people are aware of these things that are happening. Sometimes it's luck that you might anticipate that you may need more of one thing and less of another. But it's important that your inventory is a working inventory, that you are making those anticipations, that you are paying attention to trends, that you have great relationships with your vendors so those vendors can actually get you the materials that you need quickly. If your inventory system is broken, you're going to see that pretty much immediately because people are going to need things that you don't have. And when you go to the doctor and they don't have a basic item to give to you to help you with your recovery, you're going to lose confidence in that medical office. So the process of inventory is actually making certain that we never run out of the things that we need to treat our patients.